There we go, and we're on. Yes, hello again, my name is Mr. Arthur Carnaby, and welcome to yet another BallisticNG stream, because, as the YouTube thumbnail and the promotional image I posted on Twitter just before will no doubt tell you, the ride just never ends. That's in a good way, though, because we are currently still in the middle of doing the expansion packs for BallisticNG, the retro-styled Wipeout arcade racer. We've, as a quick recap, I'll politely say we've, retired from the primary anti-gravity single-player league. The difficulty was starting to get just a little bit too unmanageable and a little bit too, shall we say, unexciting. Let's face it, watching me fail the same event on the hardest difficulty 3-4 times per minute, it's not going to make for very good television now, is it? Lady Red Witch there, hey there. So we've decided to jump straight into the expansions, instead, of which there are about 5 or 6. This is now the, what is it, the 4th or 5th stream that we're doing for BallisticNG now. So, as much as we're enjoying it, I'm certainly enjoying playing it. I've mentioned this last couple of streams, but my recommendation for the game can't be understated. It is absolutely fabulous, it is well worth the price there. But I do have quite a long list of things I'd like to play on stream at some point as well. So, where we left off last time, we had started the Aftermath campaign league. We are currently in the middle of that. We've completed all of the tracks going forward. We now have the tracks going in reverse, and then I believe it is the Aster League we'll be starting next. So, without any more ado, we're going to jump straight in and crack back on with that. I'm going to put myself in the corner here, so that my huge head and ginormous hat are not in the way anymore. Wait for the game to warm up here. It is such a warm evening today, it's ridiculous. I think summer has officially started now. Weather's been so strange the last couple of days, the last week or two. The rain on and off, the clouds, the chill coming in, but yeah, it's nice and hot and sunny now. Well, nice. It's all getting very hot and sticky. I'm not particularly enjoying it. But then, I'm British, so I'm going to complain about the weather no matter what. The weather could be the perfect temperature, the perfect brightness, the perfect level of clouds hanging in the air, and I would still find a way to complain about it. I'd say that it's too perfect or something. Yeah, here we go. So, again, recap from last time. We've retired from the British, yes, British, Bottawawota, or whatever the hell it is the colonials say whenever they're trying to poke fun at our accents. Yes, we've retired from the Anti-Gravity League here with a current bronze in Ascension after a rather promising start. It's just going to be a little too much, it's just not really enjoyable to watch anymore. As much as I'd like to bang my head against the wall to try and get every event completed to a satisfactory result, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, and I would like to move on from the game, again, as much as I'm enjoying it, at some point in my lifetime before I die of old age. So again, where we started off last time, we are now on the Aftermath expansion instead. We've got some new tracks here. It's been going rather swimmingly. We've done all of the forward races and forward events here. We're now playing all of the tracks in the reverse instead, and then there were these ones down here. I'm not quite sure what these are, but we seem to have some sort of track called Relay, and there's some more events for it here. We have a novice race, an expert race, and then something called a survival challenge, which is looking incredibly intimidating. Sorry, tripping over my tongue there. It's been an interesting day today. I'll not go into too many details, you're not going to care about it, but it's a surprisingly rough and tumble life helping out at a charity shop. You see a lot of interesting things and have a lot of interesting stuff happen over the days. Days, weeks, years. But anyway, that's enough of that. We're here for the high-speed futuristic racing, so that's what we're going to do. So, we are starting off the reverse side of the league here, with the Surge track, but in reverse. This is an intro race, it is 2 laps, and we have 7 opponents to beat. Nice and simple. And we're going to be using the good old G-Tech again. Here we go. Immediately rear-end somebody. That's just how I roll. Autopilot right at the start. Nice. We can go ahead and be lazy straight away, I love it. It's going quite smooth so far.
Perfect lap. Final lap.
Place those mines there, just to be a bit of a dick to whoever's behind us.
Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Rockets. Energy wall. Rockets. Cannons.
And there we go. That was nice and simple. But then we've already played this track just the other way around.
Gold medal awarded.
Lovely. So, the next one there is Zypher Climb, but backwards. I'll not go into too much detail explaining it, because that's all the detail you need right there, to be honest. Zypher Climb is, out of the three, it's the slightly more irritating one to try and navigate. A lot of very sharp bends, a lot of weaving turns.
3, 2, 1, go!
Messed up the boost start there, but oh well, that's fine. We'll make up for it. Me just immediately pulling out ahead of everybody on the novice difficulty, and then staying in first for the entire event isn't all that interesting anyway, is it? It's much more fun when I can be behind or in front of somebody and do that. There we go.
Rockets. Autopilot engaged. Disengaging. Missile.
Just slalom through that little S-bend there.
Final lap. Rockets. Mines. Missile.
So what I've learned over the last couple of streams is that I think I'm being, at times, a bit too reliant on the air brakes. So I'm going to try doing some of these corners without using it, because the air brake, of course, it has the word brake in the name. It does slow you down when you use it at the trade-off of making corners more manageable. So I'm going to try taking corners at speed instead, especially since I'm using G-Tech. It's supposed to be the one of the most reliably handling ships in the game. Hopefully that'll let me conserve a lot of my speed, especially later on when the difficulty picks up again. Oh well. Sideswiped a wall there, so that didn't go too well, did it? Tried to sound all professional and technical there, and then I still bumped into a wall and took some of the paint off. Oh well.
Gold medal awarded.
And finally the Atlantica reverse race. And then we'll be in for some of the other events here. There's 3 survivals. Oh, fun. Could be worse, it could be time trial. Back to sunny Portugal. I had a friend go over to Portugal a couple of months ago for, I think it was his brother's birthday, something like that. His brother lives over in Portugal with his girlfriend, his wife, that sort of thing. Says the weather there is definitely much hotter than old northern Blighty here. But, yeah. I think even on the coldest days that we're still averaging about 32, 33 Celsius.
Rockets. Autopilot engaged.
Nope, going up. That weird matrixy type stuff. Interesting.
Plasma.
There we go. Some of these corners I am managing to take without using the air brake, as long as I'm starting to turn early for them, like that there, that huge sort of twisting bend there. So the air brakes are useful in emergency sort of situations, but also if you need to take, I guess, an immediate sharp left or right turn 90 degrees. But yeah, I think that's part of what was causing my downfall when we got into the higher difficulties on the vanilla game AG League, was too much reliance on the air braking, which was slowing me down and just letting everybody get ahead.
Disengaging. Rockets.
who are betting they might... Shut up, Sickly. Hello, but also, shut up. I already get enough Twitter bots following me, alright? Don't try and attract Twitch bots as well. Lord knows I have a hard enough time filtering them out, sorry, slip of the tongue, anytime they pop by.
Engaged. Disengaging.
Part of my lineup schedule for what I'd like to play next on stream anyway has already been decided. We've had one vote so far. It's the only vote we've received for when I brought the suggestion of Doom 3. So we're going to be playing Doom 3 as the next title. I'm not looking forward to that. It scares the hell out of me, but should make for some interesting television, I suppose.
Gold medal awarded.
And then at some point on the list as well, we've got one of Sickly's favourite games there, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I'm getting into it a little bit late, but I've never played it before. I got it on Steam a while ago for free. It was being given away, I think one of those 24, 48 hour things. You just go and claim it and they put it in your library. So I'll be playing that, and I'll be expecting Sickly, I'm talking to you directly here, I'll be expecting him to be there for all of the streams regarding it, because he's going to be Mr. Walkthrough in case I get stuck with any of the puzzles or on any of the particularly tricky bits. Rocket League. Rocket League is on the list. I need to set up an Epic Games account. I need to get that working. I need to download a couple of things, make sure that's all going to work properly, but yes, that is on the list as well. Right, let's see. Surge, Reverse, Eliminator. So, the Eliminator one, for those who haven't been here for the previous BallisticNG streams, Eliminator is a little bit of a break from the standard racing. We're using the in-game weapons to just shoot each other. You shoot each other, you score points, you blow each other up, you score a couple more points. Whoever hits the score limit first wins. It's a nice little break from just the racing around a track. It sort of gives you an excuse to hang back and blow everybody up. It's very fun, very very relaxing and therapeutic, just, you know, for the wrong ways, as some would say. So I want to deliberately not use the boost start here so I can stay behind everybody and grab some of the weapons. Because otherwise if I go up front it'll be a lot easier for everybody else to hit me. Currently in the lead there. The stream chat's taking up a little bit of the space there, but it's still visible. The score limit for this one is 450. Normally the Eliminator events on the vanilla AG League, the score limits are usually a little bit lower, but I think the devs realised when they were coming up with these ones, you know what, let's make the events a little bit, let's make the Eliminator ones take a little bit longer to do, rather than having people able to speedrun them so quickly. If you were here for one of the previous streams, you may have seen, I've also uploaded it as a YouTube video. I've put the little clip on Twitter as well. The first Eliminator event we played back on the main AG League, I completed it in about 22.5 seconds. Very fun, of course, but it just went by a little too quickly. I keep forgetting as well, on these ones, the Afterburner, which normally drains shield energy, gets replaced with a 180 combat spin instead, so you can turn around and shoot people behind you. Let's see if we can nail somebody with a plasma, shall we? Oh, missed. It's just off by a little bit. Haha. Haha. 180 snapshot. Lovely. Lovely, it's going well so far. We're just under 100 points away from finishing, and we are still first place. Well, just 60 points left to go. Wonderful.
Plasma.
Come on, let's see if we can cap the match off with eliminating somebody with the plasma ball, shall we? Hey, there it is. Sniped him as he was going around the corner. Wonderful.
Gold medal awarded.
Alright, and our next event is another survival event. So the survival ones are, again, I'll quickly explain for those who weren't here for the last couple of ones. Survival is where I'm not accelerating the ship myself, it's doing it on its own, and the top speed steadily gets, well, it steadily increases top speed over time, and it's essentially just keep going as long as you can to build up these zone point things until you blow yourself up from crashing into walls too many times. It's very amusing. So the platinum medal for this one is 65 points, the gold is 45, and bronze to complete it is 25. Alright, I'm going to have a quick drink just to refuel myself, and then we'll crack on with that. It's a lovely hot day today, and my supply of precious lemon lime water is running low. Gonna need to do a little bit of rationing, I think. Just quickly double checking OBS there. Alright. Let's do this, shall we? And of course it's on Zypher Climb, because they couldn't have made it one of the easier tracks, could they? my complaining before about Zypher Climb being one of the sort of more technical tracks that we've played so far in the expansions. Well, granted we're only on the first expansion, but still, my point stands. The complaining I was doing before, yeah, of course it means that this is the first survival we do in the reverse event. So a lot of my talking might shut up for a little bit. If that happens, it's because I'm trying to concentrate so I don't do things like drive into hard light barriers that I'm not meant to try and go through. Or, you know, ricochet off of walls like a pinball. Because we've already seen enough of that on the previous 4 streams, I think.
Zone 10 clear.
Drive into a school in Fortnite. I can't though, because I refuse to play Fortnite because, no, I'm too old to be doing that. Also, I just disagree with the concept of Fortnite as a video game to begin with. It does not align with my interests or what I want to see from video games going forward. But I don't think now is particularly the time for a huge rant on how I think the video games industry is going downhill and why people should play older games and niche indie games like this instead. We'll save that for later, or for a different stream instead, I think. And we're on 25, so there we go, we've got the bronze medal for the event at least. Lovely. I'm just trying to clear my throat a little bit more. Like I said, it's been a bit of a hectic day at the charity shop that I help out at now and then. But the show must go on, as they say, so I'm still streaming tonight anyhow. trying to do the, you know, the age-old method of leaning around in your seat as you're steering because you're getting into a video game to see if that helps to improve my controlling slash reflexes. It's not doing much help, to be honest. No. I'll stop doing that. Oh well. It was worth a try, though, I think. Didn't turn early enough, though. I'm trying to remember whereabouts on the track that closed off section of the road is the hard light barrier there, just so that I don't slam into it again at another 45-degree angle. You know, like that.
Zone 40 clear.
Okay, well, silver medal so far. 4 more points and we get the gold. And then we'll just see if we can stick it up for the platinum. Oh. So another thing that's not helping right now is the is the sun coming through my blinds there and shining on most of the screen. That's bright light on the monitor that is dark, where I'm playing a game with primarily dark textures for the track and the wall. You can probably imagine how much of a detriment that is currently causing. May have to pause and get up for a moment to sort that out. Damn sunshine. Stop making excuses, little lady Redwitch says. It's not excuses, it's fact. Look, I'm British, okay? I complained 5 months ago during the winter when it was cold as hell. Now that it's summer again, I'm going to complain some more. I'm never going to be happy with the weather, and that's just how it is. Ugh, pinballing again. I'm getting fast enough now to rebound off the track there like a skipping stone with that part of the uphill climb. So that's interesting. Okay, well, we've got the gold medal now. I don't think we're going to get platinum this time. Not on this track. No, not with me at the helm.
Zone 50 clear.
I said it before on the first BallisticNG stream that we did, but I do have my own car in real life. I do have a full driver's license, a clean driver's license that I've maintained clean for over a decade now. I'm quite proud of that. Please not take this game as an indication of my driving skill. I am a safe, responsible driver and can be trusted with my license and vehicle. Even if current empirical evidence would suggest otherwise. Ah, damn it. Oh well.
Gold medal awarded.
We still got the gold anyway. We were just 10 points off of 10 points off of getting platinum. What is that crashing noise in the background? The ship's already blown up. Why is it doing that? Oh well. Total zone's 55, perfect zone's 22, top speed 940 km per hour, distance travelled 110 km, total time 6 minutes 46.8 seconds. Final score 143,565, and I'm going to go back to the sort of campaign grid there to make that noise stop, because that's annoying. Alright, so the next race is an elimination race. This one is nice and simple. Again, for those who weren't here for the previous ones, this is just whoever's in last place at the end of every lap gets eliminated. The difficulty for this one is immediately shooting up from the intro races we did before. We are moving from expert to novice, so this we're moving. Sorry, no, these three weren't expert. God no, we're moving from novice to expert, so this should immediately be a bit more interesting than the previous 3 race events we did. And we have 7 laps here with eight players total. Fun times. Back to scenic Switzerland. So I need to not mess up the boost start here. There we go. try to be a bit more sparing with the air brakes usage so that it doesn't slow me down all that much this time. Oh, the weapons are disabled as well, so I don't even have my cheap rockets or missiles to slow the competitors ahead down. Right, this is definitely going to be a challenge then. If I can't just cheat and say, you know what, fuck you, and then blow somebody up. Yeah, let's just bounce off the wall a couple of times, shall we? That's going to help. Use a little bit of the afterburner, try and get ahead of everybody. That sun is still shining on my monitor and I don't like it. Oh, you should go outside some more, get some sun, it's good for you. I was outside plenty today. I want to do this now. Oh, I got an achievement. Perfectionist. Perform 100 perfect laps. Oh, wonderful. I'm sure that'll be a consolation once I get eliminated at the end of this lap here. I'm currently in 5th place. I'm struggling to... Need to get ahead of everybody. There we go. Otherwise I was going to be eliminated there. But the afterburner usage there has taken my shield down to 44 points. I need to hit the pit lane at the end of this lap. Otherwise I'm a little bit screwed. Not just for the whole I'm going to crash into some more walls and run out of shield energy like that, but because I need to use the afterburner again to remain competitive, otherwise that happens and then I don't get a medal. Yeah. Okay. Right, we'll restart this event. I'm going to be a moment though. I will flip the blinds over a little bit because I can't see my screen properly now. Half of the results screen here, it's just light instead. Simply that, go outside and to get some sun, it gets sunburned, melanoma. Yeah. That's what's going to happen to me by the end of the week. Give me a moment, I'm just going to flip my blind around there. There we go. Trying to do that with headphones on without without unplugging them or stretching the cable out was certainly fun. But sitrep, the blinds have been flipped around now and I can see again. All is right with the world. Aster is having a strong. Thank you, Sickly, for your concern there. Oh, knocked my microphone a little bit on my headset. Hang on. There we go. Adjust that around a bit. There we go. And another drink, I think, because it is very warm in my room at the moment. Okay, so we failed that event. We're going to try it again one more time, and then I think we'll move on. Because, again, like I was explaining earlier, this is only the first of the 5 expansion packs, so we don't want to be getting stuck on the events here way too much, especially when I'm expecting the Doom 3 playthrough that we will be doing next to take at least 5-6 streams minimum. And that's assuming I can get that's assuming I can get back into the swing of it. I haven't played Doom 3 in years and years. I actually first picked up the Xbox original copy for it, the surprisingly good Xbox port. I know I'm playing one game and talking about a different one. I know, sue me. I picked up the surprisingly good Xbox original port of Doom 3. That was around the time when I was a kid / just getting into my teenage years, so I could barely play it all that much because it was fucking terrifying. And then I picked it up a couple of years back when I got the Doom Collection, or at least the Doom Collection at the time. It didn't include the newer 2016 and Doom Eternal. And I tried playing it some more a bit, but it is still a scary goddamn game. So hey, it should be an entertaining stream it should be an entertaining couple of streams rather when we get around to that. But this first.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I'll go back to my usual what I decided the previous stream we were doing this on. I'll go back to my usual sort of standpoint of, if we fail the events here, the high difficulty ones, the expert, elite ones, that sort of thing, we'll give them one retry each, and if I still can't get a better position, then we'll just say screw it and move on. Because we have way too many tracks and events to go through before we're anywhere near finished with BallisticNG yet. Be a lot more aggressive with the afterburner there. I really need to get ahead of these guys. Oh well, hitting the wall there isn't going to help, is it? Alright, my shields are now full again, so I can safely use the afterburner with impunity. But we are dead last. And I am on track to taking 5th place, again. We're going to wait until we hit the straightaway for the start line, and then I'm going to try and power ahead of this guy at least. There we go. So that cost nearly half of my shield just to take 4th place, and I'm still last. I need to get ahead of this guy, otherwise I'm a little bit screwed. And then I don't get a medal, even the bronze one. Oh dear. I don't think... Oh, that's not going to help much, is it? Well, we're getting a medal for this one, but I'm going to get bronze minimum, that's the important part, but I now have 1 point of shield left. If I touch a wall, I'm going to blow up, and I can't get the speed I need to get ahead of these two here. Let's at least try and just get close to the finish line, shall we? There we go. At least I didn't hit a wall and crash and burn there. Oh well. Got bronze, at least, that's the important part. We technically completed it, and technically completing something is the best kind. Amazing, yeah. Real skillful gameplay here, can you tell? And if you find this enthralling, dear viewers, make sure you go ahead and give me a follow on your Twitch there, for more high-skill gameplay like this in the future with various other titles. Alright, and to try and come down now and relax from that one, what better way than another survival event? That was a forced laugh in case... that was a forced smile, not a forced laugh in case you couldn't tell. Same difference, why not? Alright, back with some more survival.
Welcome to Atlantica Reverse.
You know what, it's a warm day here, let's take my hat off, shall we? There we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Atlantica should be a bit of an easier track compared to Zypher Climb, so I'm hoping for a bit of a better performance this time. Didn't actually pay attention to what the medal criteria was for this event. Let's try and have a quick look there. 30 for bronze, 40 for silver, 50 for gold, and 70 for platinum. Okay.
Sub-Apex.
Scrape some of the walls there. We don't need all this paint on the ship after all.
Zone 10 cleared.
Oh. Bonk. Once we get some more viewers slash followers every stream, what I'm also thinking as well, to decide what titles I play in the future on stream, I'm thinking of having some sort of polling system in place, maybe it's on Twitch or Twitter, maybe it's both. What I would do for it though is, rather than posting the titles of various games, in case people maybe didn't know all that much about the games themselves, didn't have to go and look up what they are so that they can make an informed decision, because obviously that's the most important part of what game do you want to see a streamer playing next. rather than posting the titles, what I would do is post the general genre of the game instead. So it would, rather than playing, we'll take Doom 3 as an example, should we? So rather than saying, oh yeah, like vote on play Doom 3, it would be, oh yeah, here's a little poll thing. Do you want to see me play something scary, perhaps? That sort of thing. Something scary, something shooty, maybe some multiplayer, that kind of thing. And then I would go ahead and sort of have the titles of the games myself on a handy-dandy notepad file, and then I would reveal the name of the game, of course, that was voted the most on. Everything I've got on my list, though, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned once or twice. I am going to try and play all of them on stream at some point, eventually. It's just if we do any voting like that, it'll essentially be for what we do first. I think the sickly there, I think the best poll would be, and then some sort of Polish name there that I do not know how to pronounce, so I'm not going to try to, in case we have any Poles watching and I end up saying something offensive. We're on bronze so far, 5 more points and we will get the silver medal. It's going... well, I'm going to jinx things by saying this, and of course there have been the odd bumps and crashes here and there, but it is going well so far. Again, this track is much easier to maintain speed on than Zypher Climb was. Crashes twice and comes to an almost complete stop. Told you I'd jinx myself. I'd quite like to play some of the, we were talking about this, I know, a couple of weeks ago, when I was doing the first Quake stream, I believe it was, our debut stream, or way back when. We're on, what, stream number 7 now, I think this is? But yeah, when I was doing that one, I know we were talking about this topic came up, I would like to play some of the Unreal games as well. I do have Unreal Tournament, the first one, Game of the Year edition it's called, on Steam. Unreal Tournament 99, I believe some people call it, because it came out in the year 99 now. I do have that one. The game does not play very well with modern video cards and modern systems, though, because the driver software it uses for rendering the engine and like the video stuff for it, well, it just doesn't really play well with modern computers. The last time I tried it, I did manage to find an updated one somebody had done for modern systems, Windows 7, 10, that sort of thing. But for some reason, see, I'm talking some more and I'm getting distracted and I'm crashing. But for some reason, when I applied it, it made the game run properly. It stabilized the frame rate, but it turned down the brightness a little bit, and for some reason the in-game brightness options would not work. And I could not get the brightness to increase either with the in-game preferences, editing the INI config file, using console commands for the Unreal Engine little command console thing in the game itself, and none of them would work. So it meant that some of the levels that had rather dark areas were much darker and you couldn't see anything, and it wasn't exactly helpful. I would like to play it some more, though. It is one of my favourite games. I played it a lot growing up. It was got me on track to playing a lot of online games going into my teenage years. Still holds up to this day as well. Some of the other things, that new thing that I tried with you at some point, sickly, that stupid X-Defined thing, I would much rather mess around with trying to get Unreal Tournament working properly and or just play with dark levels than play X-Defined again. I consider that a much better use of time than ever touching that again. And if we have anybody here watching who likes X-Defined, I'm sorry, but it sucks, and your taste is wrong. There we go, we finally blew up. Alright, total zone's 54, so we got the gold medal. Perfect zone's 26, top speed 961 km per hour, distance travelled 103 kilometers, total time 6 minutes 38, score 111,586. Return to grid. So what would be the best way to follow up a survival game? Another survival game. Why not? Sickly there, coming in with the hot take of the stream. X-Defiant is shit, and anybody who says otherwise needs their human rights removed. Now, you know what? I'm going to agree with you on that one. X-Defiant is not very good. At all. Don't mind the clicking noises there. Again, I'm just double checking a couple of things on my other screen here. Make sure it's all working. I've got Discord open in the background as well. There we go. Alright, that's enough messing around with the other things on my computer. Let's jump straight into this. I'll stop stalling for time. Give myself a little bit of a breather in between the virtual reality survival events. A virtual Switzerland with a virtual ship that I will virtually crash. Try saying that 5 times faster. I managed to trip over my own tongue there, and I wasn't even trying to speak quickly. You know what? A lot of these survival games that I'm playing here on this, well, a lot of these survival events that I'm playing here on this game, I've just now come to the realization they sort of remind me of that thing from, when was it? I can't remember when it was released, the first game, Audio Surf, if anybody has ever played that one. It's just the way the track is sort of dark with the neon colorings here, the sort of music in the background, the fact of we've got the speed pads here. I don't know if they do anything on survival mode, but the sort of solid color, well, almost solid color blocks here. 2008, Sickly probably has gone and checked on me there, yeah, thanks. 2008 then. Yeah, it sort of reminds me of Audio Surf, kind of the way, if nobody's played Audio Surf or heard of it before, it's a little bit similar to this. It's not really racing. You use music that's on your computer to kind of generate tracks, and there's different ships you can play as. They sort of change the way the game works in a few different ways. The basic one, Mono, is essentially you hit the coloured blocks to fill up like various lines on the grid. You do that to score points. You avoid the solid colour grey blocks because they just take up space and you have to work to get rid of them, and they sort of don't let you chain as many lines together. Very fun, very addicting. I know they came up with an Audio Surf 2 at some point as well. That was a couple of years later. Sickly will probably helpfully go and check the release date for Audio Surf 2 for me. But at the time when that came out, I was still playing the first one quite a lot, and I sort of, my reaction to it was just kind of, but I've already got the first one, why do I need to drop money on this one now? So I never really picked up Audio Surf 2, even though it's probably a technical improvement over the first one in some ways, because I was just happy enough playing the first. 2015, yeah, Sickly's gone and checked for us there. Yeah, Audio Surf 2 came out and I just sort of went, nah, I've got the first one, that's enough for me. And I just kept on with I still boot it up now and then play some of the anime music I download on my computer. Why not? And yeah, just like with a lot of the other older games that I've talked about and that I've mentioned, it still holds up really well. Was in early access from January until final release in May. I do know that it released in early access first. I did remember that part. I just couldn't remember when it first came out in early access, and yeah, when the final release for it was as well, yeah. There's also, I picked this one up years ago on my, I've got on Steam as well, something called Melody's Escape. I grabbed this ages back. If anybody's ever played, this is a very, I'm going to be talking about very niche things here now. But if anybody's ever heard of, or even played, a Japanese game on the PlayStation 1 called Vib Ribbon, it was a little bit similar, but 2D. You had this sort of like, little line art stick figure rabbit person type thing. And notably for the PlayStation 1, it was a similar thing where you had on CD audio tracks that would generate a little course, an obstacle course for you to go over. You pressed various buttons to navigate specific obstacles, like it was either up or down for pits in the ground, some sort of, I think it was X to go over spikes on the floor as well, that sort of thing. And notably for the PlayStation 1, it would load the game into its sort of the small amount of inbuilt memory that the PS1 sort of firmware had. So you could actually take the game disc out and put your own audio CDs in and generate tracks with that. It was, I think, a first for the console, I believe. I'm not quite sure if there were any other PlayStation 1 games that did that, but at the time, believe it or not, it was considered revolutionary. But yeah, that Melody's Escape thing that I've got, it's quite similar to that. It's almost a carbon copy, to be honest, if it wasn't for the fact of, sorry, again, tripping over my own tongue, don't know why. Talking too much, that's what it is. I'm talking too much and too quickly. But yes, Melody's Escape is a lot like Vib Ribbon. It's just you're not playing as a line art, black and white rabbit figure type thing, you're playing as an anime girl type thing. You know that weird game on PlayStation with the blocks rolling towards you? Yes, I quite liked that one. I played that one a bunch. There were two of those. I was actually talking to a friend from the charity shop I work at a little while ago. Yes, it was. Wait, did that get brought up during the Quake stream? I think it did. Because yeah, I know I've talked about it before. Yes, over here we called it, over here and in Japan I think, or maybe, no, in Japan they called it Intelligence Cube. That's what it was also called in North America, like IQ. Sort of thing. Over here in Blighty, we called it Karushi instead. Probably. Christine had it on PlayStation, on a PlayStation Network. You what? And you've only just decided to tell me about this now? Incredible. Probably hit me with some nostalgia. Yeah, yeah, because you had Karushi, the first one. Yeah, remembering now, I'm pretty sure we did talk about this during the Quake stream, the debut stream. Yeah, you had the first one, which was the one-player mode. I believe there was the two-player take-turns mode, and what was it? I think there was. I don't know if it had the 100 attack thing, or if that was introduced with Karushi Final instead. Yeah, you had the sort of basic one-player and basic two-player thing on that one. Then Karushi Final came out with not just a one-player mode, but a simultaneous two-player mode in the form of survival, which could be played either on your own or with another person. And you would essentially get randomly generated patterns of blocks, and you'd have to see who would bite the dust first and fall off the platform before the other player. You also had the 100 attack mode, which was 100 sort of individual puzzles designed by the creators themselves. And then you had the level creator mode itself, where you could make your own little puzzles, put them onto memory cards, share them with friends. Yeah. I miss that game. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's Karushi, the first one, or if it was Karushi Final that they had on that little PlayStation Mini thing. You know, the micro console that had like 20 games loaded onto it that Sony released for, what was it, 80 quid or something like that. Just plugs into your TV via HDMI and a power cable. I think that's one of the games listed. What I'd like to see make a return, in some form or another, are light gun games. You don't see a whole lot of those anymore, because nobody really makes light guns for modern screens anymore. It's very disappointing. Was it ever on PS2? What, Karushi? If you're asking about that one, yes, believe it or not, there was a Japan-only release for PlayStation 2 called IQ Remix Plus. I've had the fortune of playing that once, believe it or not. Interestingly enough, like some Japanese games, some of the interface is actually written in English. Like, I don't mean it's written in Romaji, so if you don't need to understand hiragana, katakana, kanji, that sort of thing. And but it's still the sort of phonetic spelling of the Japanese words. I mean, they're actually written Latin English words, that sort of thing. But it does still have Japanese text here and there, most notably I think the options screen, and of course the memory card warning at the start for if you've got one plugged in and it's reading the card, or if you don't have one plugged in and it brings up the whole thing of, oh, by the way, you don't have a memory card plugged in, do you want to do it now, or do you want to continue without saving? That sort of thing. But yes, there was it was a much more trippy one as well. I encourage people to go ahead after the stream, of course, because, you know, we're busy here, we're trying to have our own little thing going. But I encourage people at some point after the stream's finished to look up IQ Remix Plus for PS2 on YouTube, because it also had its own different soundtrack, very different to compared to the orchestral stuff that Karushi and Karushi Final had. This one was a lot more sort of pop, slight hip-hop electronic type thing. Completely different character as well, completely different style to the game in a way, but it was also much more of the same as well. And yeah, like I said, I've had the opportunity of playing it once. I can't remember where, but I have played it. That has that part at least does stick in my mind. I just can't remember where it was, I'm afraid. Probably one of these conventions that I've been to. Yeah, IQ Remix Plus never really got an export. You can, of course, import it from the usual places and play it on a PS2, I believe. I don't think the PlayStation 2 had region locking, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it never officially got a Western release. Alright, next event, because I was too busy talking about completely different games there that I ended up skipping off the results screen for that survival event. But we got the gold medal, that's the most important part. So, next race is Atlantica Reverse, Pure Race and its elimination. So, the previous pure elimination we had, that was on expert difficulty. This one, it seems to be taking pity on us, and this is on novice difficulty instead. So it's another elimination race, there's no weapons, but everyone isn't going to suddenly get ahead of me and stay in front for the entire event.
3, 2, 1, go!
Didn't get the boost start there, but nobody else did it, so that's fine. Apologies to anybody who joined the stream, by the way, in the middle of all of that, expecting a BallisticNG stream and not expecting a History of Intelligence Cube / Karushi stream instead. I tend to get a little bit sidetracked whenever I'm talking about the history of video games, especially ones that I've either played and or like. But then again, that's why I firmly believe retro games and niche things like this are much better than a lot of the mainstream games coming out now. They've got a lot more staying power just because they're a lot more fun. Now do Mahjong. No. No, I've tried learning. If you're talking about the Mahjong you think I'm talking about, i.e. the sort of Asian variant, the one that is, yeah, funny Chinese tile game that takes like 20 years to learn. I was going to say, yeah, the one you're probably talking about, because both you and I have played the Yakuza games. Yeah, all of the Yakuza games I've played so far over the years, they've all feature Mahjong in some way, because of course they do. The games are made in Japan, they take place in Japan, and despite best effort, I've never really managed to learn how to play it. I've learned some of the rules from, I think, a YouTube tutorial on the topic, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm an idiot, so by the time I think I'm getting the hang of some of the rules, I realise I have to take a moment to sort of look at and consider sort of current move, next move, that sort of thing. And Mahjong itself is supposed to be a rather fast game. Well, I say fast, it's not exactly fast-paced, you know, like, I guess, intensive sports, like, say, tennis or football or something like that. But you're not typically supposed to sit there for about 5-10 seconds contemplating your next move. It's typically supposed to be, you know what you're doing, while the opponent, sort of clockwise from you, is already taking their turn, and then the next two players are having their turns, and then, say, you've already planned out 1 or 2 moves in advance. I'm stupid, unfortunately. I've got too much of a small brain for that. I can't do that. Who knows, maybe with practice I would be able to get the hang of it. There's supposed to be that free-to-play game. I think it's a browser one. It's a gacha game. It's one of those gacha games, weirdly enough, that Mahjong Soul thing. But, we'll save that for somewhere down the line, I don't know. Fallout New Vegas Caravan. Good lord, no. Fallout New Vegas Caravan, Witcher 3 Gwent. Yakuza, Yakuza Mahjong. What else? Because so far we've got the three horsemen of of gambling-based minigames that I've not been particularly good at on video games.
Perfect lap. Contender eliminated.
Hey. Three of us left, and I'm currently in the lead. There's someone right behind me, though, and I've just clipped the barrier there. Lovely. Well, they're both right behind me, actually. This is getting interesting. Even for novice difficulty. Didn't use the air brake there. I thought I could take the corner at speed, but I was disproven. Used too little there, sorry. There we go.
Contender eliminated.
And then there were two. Yeah, this is going to be really confusing for anybody who joins the stream now partway through. And, like I was saying before, expecting it to be a BallisticNG stream, and instead it's just myself and Sickly talking about other video games. But why not? We like that kind of thing here.
Perfect lap.
Hey, there we go.
Contender eliminated.
Congratulations, you were the last pilot flying. You damn right I was.
Awarded.
Alright, we have two more expert events here. A reverse tournament for the Aftermath League, and something called Zen Finale. I don't know... Oh, I can... Oh boy. So, we have two tournament events coming up now. We have the Aftermath Reverse Tournament, which is for all three of the reverse sort of run stages here. And then there's this one here, the Zen Finale. This is another tournament format one there. It's 6 events long, however, and it's all three of the tracks played forwards, then reverse, then next track forwards, then reverse, and so on. And that's on expert difficulty as well. 5 laps each race. Interesting. We'll do the reverse tournament first, though. This is expert difficulty, so this is going to be interesting. With these ones being tournament formats, if I don't get a medal placement on these ones, then I'm not going to try and restart them, because we are now an hour into the stream. I'd like to finish this one up and make a start on the next expansion pack, Aster League there, so we're going to have one attempt at these each. If we don't do them, then we don't get a medal placement. Oh well, we'll just have to settle for all of these gold medals and this bronze here, along with whatever the heck this is. These 3 things. We'll do those after these 2 first. So, first we're doing the Aftermath Reverse Tournament. This is 4 laps per race, and it's the 3 reverse stages, and it's on expert difficulty.
Welcome. 3, 2, 1.
But, unlike the sort of reverse eliminator, there are weapons this time, so at least get some chance to even the odds a little bit. Caught him from the side with the plasma there. Wonderful. See, the moment I can use weapons, I'm now in 3rd place. Which, granted, it's, you know, not first, but it's a hell of a lot better than the Eliminator event. Oh. The Elimination race, sorry, rather not the actual Eliminator combat event. Oh, there we go, spoke too soon. I'm dropped back down to 6th, now 5th. Oh, that was close. I still hit one of the mines at the end there, but he dropped a mine payload right in front of me. Son of a bitch. Oh dear, I'm about to go bang. I need to hit the pit lane. If any of these people in front of me drop some mines, I've had it. Oh, there we go. Sit rep, I am last place. And we're on the final lap. It's not going well so far. My hubris got the best of me when I realised there were weapons again. Right, we're just gonna... I wanted to power through with the... Oh, achievement. Free refill. Place mines as you collide with an opponent's mines. Yeah, very funny. Game making fun of me there for hitting somebody's mines. Well, I popped the afterburner at the end there, or at least tried to. Diavolt, you son of a bitch, he placed down some mines in front of me. Took 4th place with the afterburner there, but it's going to be hard going now, trying to make up for that.
Welcome to Cycler Climb Reverse. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, you asshole. I could swear on the higher difficulties they're doing the old Mario Kart thing that they did on some of the older Mario Kart games, where they're saving most of their weapons for me, the player. This is discrimination against humans, and I will not have it. Oh, damn it. Fired the plasma off too early. No, we're going to drop the cannons. I can't see anybody properly for that one. I'm going to try and missed the rockets completely. There were 3 of them and I missed all 3. Lovely. Okay, I'll use the cannons this time. It at least slows people down a little bit every time you hit them with a cannon shot. Please kill the person in first place. Wait until I've got a clearer shot with this one, try and actually eliminate an opponent from the running. Oh, sniped him. And it was Diavolt as well. That's for those mines in the last race, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I've noticed on the higher difficulty events, it's not giving me as many autopilots. Oh. It's 2 plasmas in a row now I've missed. Damn it. But, we're... No, you know what, I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to jinx it just yet. We'll wait until the race is over.
Final lap.
Right, keep hold of that. Ah, too far away. This is intense, this is. Oh no you're not. Oh no you're not. Trying to get past me to take 2nd place. Oh. Well, it wasn't first, but no, it was first. Okay, I'll shut up then. Whoever's in first seems to have gotten eliminated, I think, right at the end there. I'm not going to complain, we are now tied for 1st place overall with Hyperion. Wonderful. So it was a shaky start with the uncertain 4th on the first event, but we're pulling it back. Just need to keep this momentum now.
Welcome to Atlantica Reverse. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, damn it. I fire a missile at somebody and I take a missile right up the exhaust port. Wonderful. Stop grabbing the weapon pads before I can get to them. It's not fair. There's still 2 people way ahead of us. I'm only in 4th place here. Oh, I took somebody out with some mines and then somebody else got blown up as well. Sit rep, we are now 2nd. Ah. I thought he was going to go more to the right there. Well, updated sit rep, we're back in 4th. I mean, hey, if we wipe some of the competition out, it stops them from scoring points at the end of the event as well. It doesn't push me down the tournament rankings as much.
Final lap.
Again, I'll try and save some of the afterburner for the end. Well, I'm going to have to use it actually just to catch up with these guys to use some of the weapons. Drop this, try and get an autopilot. Oh no, you don't. Ah, son of a bitch. Come on, take me past him, take me past him. Nope, disengaged too early. I'm actually starting to sweat here. I don't know if it's the heat or if it's the intensity of this. Ah, fired that off too early. Oh, that was a lot of work to try and secure 4th place at the end of that race there. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see how this affects the placements, shall we?
Silver medal awarded.
You know what? 2nd place overall. I'll take it. That was better than I was expecting. We were behind Hyperion, who took 1st place and got 5 points at the end of that. Scorpio was behind him and got 4 points, but he was way down in the rankings, so we were 1 point ahead of Scorpio overall. Good lord, that was close. Ah, fun. And if you thought that was entertaining, check this out. Now we've got the Zen Finale, which, like I was saying before, is 6 races, 5 laps each, expert difficulty. Again, we are only having 1 go at this. I'm going to put my hat back on now for good luck. There we are.
3, 2, 1, go!
Autopilot engaged. Missile. Disengaging.
Well, the autopilot was helping there right up until 2 ships decided to work together and body block me.
Rockets. Perfect lap. Comfortable. Missile. Climber. Autopilot. Lines. Engaged. Missile. Disengaging.
Oh, that was somebody else firing off an energy wall.
Rockets.
Glad I clocked that in time.
Shield. Rockets. Lines. Rockets. Storm. Plasma.
Ah! I wasn't expecting to pick up a plasma there. Oh well.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, let the autopilot do the work. I'm in a very solid 8th place right now. My piloting ability, or lack thereof, isn't doing me any favours. Oh, son of a bitch. I was going around a corner and then somebody fires off a tremor and brings me to a complete standstill.
Event
Ugh.
complete.
Okay, well we took 3rd place there, so... So we took 3rd place and got 5 points, I suppose. Tenrai got eliminated, he gets no points, so cool. Omnicom and Scorpio directly ahead of me. Right. So next we are doing the same track, but backwards. A bit like that Red Dwarf episode, backwards, on Series 3. And I was talking too much about TV there, and I didn't get the boost start down, so we're getting 8th place for this one, I think. Oh god, don't talk and drive, kids. It's dangerous. I'm gonna start dropping everything now to try and get autopilots, because I need to catch the hell up now. Could have used the Honda there, but no one. Fire those there. If I have to slow down, so do you. Go ahead, sit in front of me while I've got the cannons. I'll just, you know, machine gun you. Why not? If it sounds like I'm getting a little bit too into this, it's just called gamer focus. Don't mind it. I'll risk burning some shield there to try and catch up. Never mind, slow down again. Autopilot, please. Autopilot, please. Autopilot, please. Autopilot, please. I can't be trusted with flying. I should have hit the pit lane. Didn't. Oh well. There we go. Ah! There we go. Panic Afterburner. Took 2nd place, so, you know, Panic Afterburn works sometimes. No, I didn't take 2nd place that race there, sorry. I'm busy having a look at the score accumulation on the right side there. I took 3rd place, which is what I was expecting to happen there. But the +6 takes me into 2nd place overall for the event there. So it's going well so far, even if I did cock up the start of that race. Alright, but next we are heading back to Zypher Climb for the forwards and reverse races for that, so, you know, it's all to lose at this point.
Cycle of 5, 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, I keep doing that. I was doing it the first couple of times we did this event forwards on the other stream there. Trying to go into that section I'm not meant to go down. Oh, I don't like this track. Okay, drop everything. I need an autopilot to catch up. It was going tentatively well at first, too. There we go. Risky long shot with a plasma. That didn't pay off, oh well. How are they managing to make those swerving turns so fucking quickly and smoothly? Again, like I was doing last time when I was commenting on the difficulty, shall we say, like I was doing last time, I'm calling shenanigans on some of the AI behaviour on here. They're a little too perfect to play for my liking on high difficulties. Again, that could just be me being terrible. If you hadn't noticed, I'm not exactly the kind of person to be watching for skilled gameplay. I don't claim to be good at a lot of the stuff I play, even my favourite games. I'll just have to be happy with the knowledge that I think that was my Honda missile there. Took out whoever was in 1st place, so... we got a spiteful kill. Autopilot carrying there. Just get me to that straight away, and I'll fire off the afterburner for one last panic booster.
Contender eliminated. Rockets.
Ah, damn it. Never mind. Panic booster's not going to help. We'll do it anyway, but yeah.
Energy critical.
Solid 6th place there. Wonderful. Luckily, that doesn't really drop us down the ball all that much. In fact, we are still 2nd place. The other race is starting to catch up there. Scorpio and Wyvern got eliminated. Scorpio, I'm thankful for him getting taken out because he's on 10 points. Hyperion, Tenrai, and Scorpio are on 10 points now. I am still on 12. I am on 12 now there. Nexus is coming up behind us with 11 points. Omnicom is in a very solid lead. I don't think we're taking 1st place on him this time unless he gets blown up the next couple of races. Even if I'm doing poorly, just the numbers game at the end of this is getting quite gripping.
Cycler climb. Reverse. 3, 2, 1, go!
See, the problem with these parts here is that you need to not hammer the air brake so much because, again, it slows down your acceleration and your speed. But if you don't, you hit the walls, which slows down your acceleration and your speed. Ah, too far to the left there. That was quick, we're only on lap 2 and somebody's gone bang already. I'm firing off the missiles too early because I'm expecting to get to these corners here where the opponent's going to swerve around them and break the lock-on. Could we blow each other up some more, please? Just take everybody else out of the run and give myself a bit of a better chance of scoring more points at the end, thanks.
Mines. Cannons. Rockets. Autopilot engaged. Missile. Disengaging. Missile. Shield. Missile. Counter. Cannons. Storm. Mines. Shield. Mines.
Don't particularly know why I'm using the mines. There's nobody behind me. I'm still in last place.
Shield. Hunter. Mines. Rockets. Contender eliminated.
Okay, I'm gonna need to hit the pit lane here. Shield's getting a little bit too low for comfort.
Final lap. Mines.
And once more, I need another autopilot to help me catch up.
Autopilot
There we go.
engaged.
Yeah, do this part for me because I don't like this bit.
Engaging. Plasma. Cannons.
Oh, damn it.
Rockets.
I keep oversteering for that part coming out of the hilltop ascent there.
Mines. Shield. Event complete.
Well, Omnicom got blown up there, so he's not getting any points for this event. I got dead last, so I got 1 point, but thankfully 2 more competitors bit the dust as well. Scorpio has now taken the lead from me, but I'm still in 3rd place. Well, I'm joint 3rd, actually, sharing it with Tenrai, who is now catching up. Wonderful. I'm gonna have another drink here, this is getting a little intense. There we go.
Welcome to Atlantica.
Alright, different track, hopefully a bit more manageable than Zypher Climb. Need to head off, gotta be a wagey tomorrow. Fun times. Alright then.
3, 2, 1, go!
Rockets. Engaged. Rockets. Disengaging. Mines. Cannons. Rockets. Hellstorm. Mines.
Nope. Didn't mean to go down the pit lane there, but I guess it's happening.
Cannons. Autopilot engaged. Mines. Disengaging. Mines. Missile. Solar. Missile. Rockets. Plasma.
Oh dear. Yeah, something I noticed on some of the other races as well. So with the weapons taking, you know, inspiration from the Wipeout trilogy, one of the weapons that the AI opponents could never ever get on the original Wipeout games was the Plasma Bolt, because it would instantly destroy any ship that it made contact with. So it was determined that, yeah, letting the AI have it was a little bit unfair. But I've clocked on here that because the Plasma Bolt isn't an insta-kill weapon on here, you know, most of the time, it just deals loads of damage, the AI are allowed to have it now. It's very disconcerting. Again, didn't mean to hit the pit lane there, but I guess it's just gonna happen.
Rockets. Plasma.
Haha.
Eliminated. Rockets. Plasma. Final lap.
Oh, I think we hit somebody with the Plasma, but it didn't destroy him.
Hellstorm. Missile. Rockets. Rockets.
Oh, you asshole.
Mines. Cannons. Hunter. Eliminated.
A lot of people blowing up this time.
Plasma. Energy low.
Oh.
Energy critical. Event complete.
Hey, solid 5th place, and now we are down to 5th place on the tournament overall. So it was a good start, but yeah. We're going down the board. Like I said, it's all to lose here. Omnicom got eliminated again, so no more points for him. That's the most important part, I suppose. Hyperion and Nexus both overtake me. Lady Red Witch there with the inspirational "You suck." Thank you, that's very helpful.
Welcome to
Thumbs up. Fuck you. If it sounds like I mistreat my stream moderators, don't worry, they have it coming a lot of the time. Alright. Final race here. Can we pull it back, or are we gonna be... Middle finger emote there. Thank you. If it sounds like I mistreat my moderators, they have it coming most of the time. Anyways, yes. Final event here. It's probably all to play for, but knowing my performance in the second half here, we're gonna end up last place on the overall tournament board. So hey, fingers crossed, everybody.
3, 2, 1, go!
I was expecting that split in the road there to stop me, slow me down. It didn't. quietly thankful for that. Not that avoiding it has done me much help anyway. Come on, come on. Oversteered into the corner there. Whoops. Okay, I'm dead last again. Need an autopilot, please. Oh dear. It's not going particularly well this time. And I hit a full cadre of mines. Wonderful. Whoops. Alright, catch me up, please. Yeah, it's telling how far behind I am that autopilot barely caught me up to the rest of the pack. And then I go and sabotage it like that. Right, there we go. Useful. Yeah, you definitely get a lot less autopilots on this one than you do the lower difficulties. I've noticed on the novice races I can be out ahead on my own skill, or at least lack thereof, and I'll still get autopilot after autopilot to just take a load of the corners and swerves really easily. Ah, pinball off the side there. That's going to sabotage me. Yeah, what I'm learning here is that on high difficulties it's best to just get the autopilots where I can and let the game play itself for me. Nobody's really being blown up this time. We've had one elimination so far and that's it. Hey, you never know, I might get blown up before the end of the race here. I'm on 33 shields left. Or I'll just take complete last place and drop down to maybe 7th or 8th place on the overall board. Like I said, though, with this one being a 6-event tournament, we're not going to be retrying this one, I'm afraid. We are just going to take the result that we get and move on. So, are we ready for this?
No medal.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Well, I was expecting 7th or 8th place dead last. We are a solid 6th. Unfortunately, 6th place does not a bronze medal reward. Oh well. I should just be happy with getting silver on the previous tournament, I suppose. It was on the same difficulty, just less race events. Oh well. We won't be replaying that, we'll just take the 6th and be done with it. Now, we have these ones here. I don't quite know what these ones are. This looks like a completely different track. So, if you were here for the previous stream, or the first hour of this one, rather, the first hour and a half, you'll know that the 3 tracks that were added with the Aftermath expansion are Surge, Zypher Climb, and Atlantica. What we haven't played so far is whatever the hell this thing is, Relay. And we have a novice race here, which is 4 laps, 7 opponents on novice difficulty. We have an expert race, which is 5 laps, expert difficulty, and we have a survival challenge, which, that's very intimidating looking. We have, I'm guessing this is a regular survival event, but rather than sort of capping out at 70 zones for the platinum medal, it is 30 zones for bronze, 70 for silver, 110 for gold, and 150 zones for platinum. Now, we're already 1.5 hours into the stream. I was planning on having it be about 2 hours, just over 2 hours long again. I did want to finish up Aftermath and start on Aster League, so I'm not quite sure if we'll be trying this Relay Survival Challenge thing out today. We might give it a go, because let's face it, I'm going to get up to silver at most, so... We'll jump straight into these ones and give them a go. I'm curious as to what this relay thing is anyway. Hello to everybody who's just come along and decided to watch, by the way. I can see you there even if you're not deciding to talk. Welcome to the stream and I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, this is different. We've got a bit of a different ship here. We have our choice of... Oh, well, we have our choice of Barracuda Model B or Barracuda Model B. And we can give it different paint jobs for the different teams here, but we are specifically being given this ship to use for this relay event thing. The Barracuda Model B is the ship used in the Barracuda's self-hosted drag racing league. Ah, okay. It is by far the fastest anti-gravity racing ship in the world, capable of easily reaching supersonic speeds. Like Barracuda's other ships, it sacrifices the ability to pick up weapons, but retains strong shielding, and we have 8 out of 10 for acceleration, 10 out of 10 for top speed, 4 out of 10 for handling, 6 out of 10 for shields, but as the description said, the ship has a 0 out of 10 for firepower. It cannot do combat. Interesting.
Welcome to Relay. 3,
Oh, well, this is something.
go!
Yeah. We're all using the Model D, apparently. Wow, this... Oh, bloody hell, this is quick. As a famous British TV presenter once said, power! I'm trying to keep an eye on the road here, and also, well, I'm trying to keep an eye on the road here primarily, but the speedometer down at the bottom there, we are braking at 1,200 kilometers per hour here. I'm not quite sure what Mach rating that is. Oh, there we go, I've just swerved into the walls there, and I've ruined it, but yeah. This is something alright. Oh, I've just noticed this race, because of how fast we're going and how short, I suppose, the course is overall. It's 14 laps.
Perfect lap.
Oh, stop pinballing, Arthur, come on. Control your damn shit. There we go. We're on novice difficulty, so I can get away with judicial use of the air braking left and right here. Lady Red Witch there with the obligatory whee! And I've mentioned it, I believe, twice now throughout our BallisticNG playthrough. Friendly reminder, this game is virtual reality capable. If you think this is dizzying enough, try playing it with a VR headset. See how long it takes you to throw up, I suppose.
Perfect lap.
Good lord. This is insane. Oh, ruined it. Air braked right when I didn't need to. And now I'm just rebounding again. I was first for most of the event, now I've dropped back down to 8th place. I'm on novice, by the way, I have no excuse for this, it's just me being a terrible pilot.
Final lap.
And cross the line, there we go.
Event complete. Gold medal awarded.
Lovely. Well, wasn't that interesting? Right. That said 4 laps, but surprisingly it was 14. I'm gonna be honest, we're skipping this one. We're not doing the... This may be a little bit controversial, but we are skipping the relay expert race. That says 5 laps. I'm expecting that to be 15. Not only is it on expert difficulty, it is on a faster speed class as well. It is not going to be interesting to watch me crash and burn 7 laps in because I couldn't control the ship while trying to keep pace with everybody who is flying much better than I. So we're not doing that one in the interest of saving a bit of time tonight. It is... Actually, what time is it? It is 9:35 PM, and we are 1 hour 37 into the stream here. We are just going to skip straight onto the Relay Survival Challenge so that we can do this, clock a score for this one, and maybe to make a start on Aster League before the end of the night here. We spent enough time now finishing off the Aftermath campaign, so let's do this one and see how this goes.
Relay. 3, 2,
Good lord.
1, go!
Those medal requirements, though. Crying out loud.
Toxic.
Interesting. Ship is starting off at a slightly lower, well, I don't think I'd say lower speed. It's still around 400, getting into 500 kilometers per hour here. But visibly, you might have noticed, compared to the other survival events we were playing earlier, since we had 3 of them so far, you may have noticed that it's not going as fast. This is smooth sail. We're Sunday driving here. This is peaceful, leisurely drive up the coast with some nice music on. This is interesting. Of course, granted, once we get into the higher speed classes there, I imagine that's all going to change very soon, but yeah, this is surprisingly controllable so far.
Zone 10 cleared.
So yeah, I guess we'll just take a moment to even for you. Thanks, Red. Funny. You funny woman. I will turn this car around, Missy, okay? We will go back home. But yeah, if Wipeout style arcade retro racing isn't your thing, like I was saying to my buddies / moderators Lady Red and Sickly earlier. See, I start talking now and I bump the wall a little bit. No damage, but I did make contact. Like I was saying to them earlier, if this sort of arcade racing isn't necessarily your jam, we'll be finishing this off possibly the next few streams, and then we'll be starting with Doom 3 after that. My decision to do Doom 3 is partly based on the fact of our first game that we played on stream for the first 3 streams, our debut there, was Quake 1. So we've played the retro one. I would like to play more of the Quake games, I would like to play more of the Doom games, but we'll be moving from the older game, Quake 1, 1996. We'll be going with one of the more modern titles in its sister series, so we'll be doing Doom 3 2004 instead. And it will be the 2004 release as well, not the BFG edition either. Well, the BFG edition, it does have sort of more video settings. It's I believe it's got more ammunition pickups as well along the main path without having to deliberately search for the hidden compartments to find them as well. But with proper ammo management on the vanilla game, you're not necessarily going to run out of ammo anyway. And also, this is going to be my old man opinion. We're on Zone 30 already, so we've got the bronze medal so far. There we go. This is going to be a very old man opinion of me. I like the fact that on Doom 3, the original version, you have to physically hold the flashlight. You can't just have the armor-mounted one going that BFG edition gives you. You have to deliberately choose between, do you want to see what goes bump in the dark, or do you want to be able to shoot it in the face with a shotgun? At the expense of, well, you can't really see anything else that's around you now. I do like that because it implements a little bit of a tactical choice into the game. And yeah, I can see while people maybe wanted you know, Doom 3 to be a bit more action-oriented. I know as well the armor-mounted flashlight the BFG edition gives you, it's not permanent. Yeah, I think it lasts all of, what, 10 seconds, and then you have to switch it off to recharge it. But, yeah. Still doesn't really sit right with me. I don't know why I went down the pit lane there. Well, no, I do know why. It's because I'm talking again and I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. This is still going quite well. We've had 1 or 2 impacts with the barriers so far. Nothing major like that one. We haven't taken any damage yet. Could be about to change though. A bit of a bump there, no damage still. 30 more points, 29 more points, sorry, and we get the silver medal. I did say I wanted to start the Aster League campaign at some point tonight, but you know, if we're going to continue our leisurely drive here, I'm not exactly going to sabotage that run just for the sake of getting it over with faster, am I? I just wouldn't be sporting. So it is starting to get now into regular survival fast territory. I guess the real part of the challenge is trying to hit that 150 points to get the platinum medal. Another bump there, again no damage somehow. fortune is deciding to smile upon me after that terrible performance in the previous tournament event.
Zone 50 cleared.
Got a little bit of gamer focus there, so I'm just shutting up for a moment. Of course, again, a periodic reminder, if you are enjoying the stream, do drop a follow so you'll know when I'm going live next. It helps me out as well. Keep an eye on the Twitter account if you'd like to keep up with the schedule. Just say hi to me there. And we also have the YouTube channel there. You can find the link just below on the Twitter page there, where I'm uploading all of my past streams so far, in case you want to watch them again, or in case you might have missed anything. And yeah, once we get if let's be realistic here, shall we? If we can get some more concurrent viewers each time, some more people who want to chime in and have a little bit of a chatter with me now and then, we'll also be doing things like running a couple of polls to see what games people would like me to play next. There, I'd like to get I'd like to get some viewer involvement going. It'd be a lot of fun, I think. I'd also like to play some multiplayer games. I mentioned this a few times during the Quake streams. I'd like to do a couple of multiplayer games, possibly with viewers at some point as well. Just need to try and decide and work out what to play though first. Oh, there we go. Bumping into the sidewalls a bit more often now. But we are 10 points away from silver, so you know what? I'll take it. Oh dear. We've got a little bit of a crisis here now. I'm having to do this. I'm having to... Well, I say carefully. Red is probably going to chime in with another little snarky comment about my careful flying. But we have a little bit of a dilemma here. My nose itches, and I can't take my hands off my controller. Because I'm trying to do this. Sorry about blowing into the microphone there. I was just trying to blow the itch away there. I don't think it's worked. Okay, let's wait until we get to the straightaway for the start grid, and... There we go. Okay, problem solved. All better. Come on, just focus enough to get me up to the silver, and I can start talking about random stuff some more, because I won't mind after that. I doubt I'm going to get to 100 anyway on here, let's face it. What the hell was that? Interesting. I don't know if that was part of the current music track playing or not now. I'm having a look around to see if anything's happening with the track. Not really much going on with it aside from the usual changing colours every so often. Still, well, you know, aside from that bit there where I jinxed it by immediately opening my mouth, still managing to keep it relatively under control here. I may have spoken too soon when I said we weren't going to get to 100 on this event. Currently on 74, 75, no, there we go. Achievement unlocked, zoned out, reach zone 75 in survival mode. Hey, look at that. Got another achievement today. Wonderful. Oh, there we go. Had to ruin the moment, didn't I? Whoops. I talked on one of the previous streams about the recovery method I'd worked out for not rebounding repeatedly into left and right walls over and over again, just by sort of bouncing off them at a high speed, where rather than sort of trying to compensate the moment I impact the wall by, say, if it's the right wall, pulling to the left, because then I'll rebound off to the left, won't I? So I'll steer into the left wall on the side then. Oh, we're going back one now, okay. That's interesting. But yeah, I talked about my recovery method that I'd worked out. So I've just now realised I'm not actually doing that. I'm hitting the walls and then I'm going, oh right, move in the opposite direction, even though I'm rebounding off in that direction already. It's not doing me any favours. Oh. Yeah, like that. I hit the left side of the wall there, and then rather than just moving the thumbstick on my controller to the left there to try and keep it under control, I moved it to the right because I thought, oh well, I'm up against the wall, I'll just move right then. And it sent me all the way into the right-hand side. This is insane. It's getting rather nail-biting now, isn't it? Can we take the gold medal this time? Because my crashing and turning myself into a anti-gravity ship-shaped pinball a few times aside, it's still going somewhat well. And every so often, you might have noticed in the bottom right corner there, I'm covering it up slightly, but every so often with the points that we score, our shield does get refilled a little bit. And then of course I crash like that to ruin it and take it back down. But our shield is regenerating now and then a little bit. Well, I went ahead and jinxed it again, you see. I said, can we take the gold medal? And I'm down to below 50 shields now. Oh well. But this has been an interesting experience at least. Yes, my pains and struggles with the expert difficulty aside, like I said at the start of the game, I am very much enjoying playing this. That's why we've been sticking with it for so long, that we're on the, I believe it's the 5th stream now. It's either the 4th or 5th stream that we're doing for BallisticNG specifically. Yeah, I'm trying to work out in my head, but you know what, I'll focus on this first. So I'm sticking with it so much. It is quite an enjoyable game, but if you've played any of the Wipeout trilogy on the PlayStation 1, I do definitely recommend picking it up. As a friendly reminder, it's around about £11-ish for the base game itself on Steam, GOG.com, and then you have the 2 of the expansion packs were essentially free updates, so they're already in the game. I believe that's Aftermath and the Aster League. One of the other expansion packs, the DLCs, sorry, tripping over my tongue, that you can get on Steam. One of them, I believe Neon Knights, is free to claim. You don't need to pay any money for it. And then Outer Reaches and Messina Island are both around about £2 each. We only have 10 more zones to go, and we're on 5 shield. So, there we go. Well, we were 10 points short of gold, but that was an interesting experience, and we hit 100 points, so there we go. Not bad. Lovely. Total zones 100, perfect zones 61, top speed 1,219 kilometers per hour, blistering. Distance travelled 336 kilometers. Our little road trip there was 14 minutes 16.10 seconds long, and we scored 327,537 points. Fab. Now, a little bit of a predicament, haven't we? Because it is coming up to 10 PM here. I normally try and keep my streams around 2 hours long. Do we go ahead and start Aster League now, or do we call it for the night and do that next time? But then we definitely increase the number of streams that we're playing for these, because I want to do Aster League, Messina Island, Neon Knights, and Outer Reaches. We'll start it now, why not? I'll stop umming and ahhing over it, we'll just jump headfirst into it. Get some of the events out of the way. So, with a new expansion pack comes some new racetracks here. We have 4 of them, in fact, as opposed to the 3 previous ones on Aftermath. We have Ribble Raceway, Bratelva Circuit, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Atacama Introduction Race, and Alice Mountain. Interesting. These are all 4-player introduction races. They are 2 laps long, and they are novice difficulty. Oh, hello. Interesting. Okay. So, the Aster League looks to be a little bit different. Yeah, looking at the team info in the corner here, we're taking a little bit of a break now. We're departing from the actual anti-gravity ships. Instead, we are going into anti-gravity motorbike racing instead. And apparently this one here is a go-kart. Because of course it is. Let's have a look at these, shall we? This is different. The Aster LB221 is used in Aster's self-hosted AG Bike League. Bringing AG bike racing to the professional stage for the first time, it uses technology from the AGL to allow for safe and exciting bike racing at speeds on par with conventional ships. Interesting. I will go ahead and note, by the way, it looks like no weapons this time because this ship does not have a firepower capability, neither does the little go-kart one. The Aster KA-10 is an experimental AG go-kart design that uses many of the same components as the LB221. It has a higher top speed than the LB221, but its extra mass makes it slightly worse when it comes to acceleration and steering. Interesting. Let's see. Do we go with the bike, which has superior handling, but slightly slower top speed? Or do we go with the go-kart, which has less acceleration, slightly higher top speed, and 1 point less handling? Oh look, a whole new way to crash, says Lady Red Witch. You're feeling very supportive tonight, aren't you? Thank you for that. And we can paint the ships in the different colours of the various different teams there as well. Lovely. What the hell is this? That's different. What? Are you people seeing this? I'm not going crazy, that's an anti-gravity forklift. Obtain a gold or platinum medal in the Aster League forklift certification event to unlock this ship. A fucking forklift certification event. Yeah, okay. Sure, why why not? Unlock it, Lady Red Witch says. Let's see. Can't see it here so far. 6 points to unlock next set. Yeah, let's... Well, we're gonna have to continue BallisticNG the next few times now, aren't we? Because we need to see what we need to see which event we need to play to unlock that then. Interesting. Hey Arthur, how did the BallisticNG stream go? Oh, it was really well. I got my forklift certification. Yeah. Not the sort of thing I'll expect to be saying, but hopefully look forward to me saying those exact words in a future live stream. I'll crack on with this. We'll do a little bit more of this for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then, yeah, we'll continue with this as per usual on Sunday and Thursday next week too. So let's see, I'm still trying to decide between the bike and the go-kart. Let's see, purely for the sake of it having a little bit better handling, I'm going to go with the bike for the time being. We've got 4 introduction races here, so I could try the bike for 2 of them, and then the go-kart for the other 2. Let's see. We'll use the G-Tech paint for this one. Oh, we are in Lancashire, Britain. Lovely. We're up north, as it were.
2, 1, go!
And yeah, no weapons this time, sadly. So we're not going to see each other. We're not going to see us blowing each other up, but oh well. This is definitely interesting. Whoa. Okay. I'm getting some real Excitebike vibes. That old little 8-16-bit, I can't really remember which one it was, game on the NES there, the 2D sort of motorbike racing one, but I'm getting a lot of Excitebike vibes from this. Even if it's absolutely nothing like it whatsoever.
complete.
Well, it was nice and simple.
Gold medal awarded.
Bike handles rather well, but then this was quite a simple track, so no complaints there. Alright, Bratelva Circuit. Yes, there we go. What the hell is the paint job? Zyro. Interesting. Sigmos, Prawn, MNX, Cola Corp. Oh right, yeah, I was looking on the BallisticNG wiki a few days ago. These are some of the sponsors that you can see on the advertising billboards on some of the tracks. There were various little background info companies and what have you. So I guess they have their own little liveries here. Ethereal Dynamics. Ooh, that's a nice one. And then we have our usual stealth and clean paint jobs. Aster, Mako, Tech. We don't have the neon paint jobs though for the bikes, it seems. Oh well, that's fine. Let's use this one. This one looks pretty cool. Nice and pixelated digital there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Really getting to see how this one handles around corners now. Fun. Whoa, somebody just shoots ahead of me. Alright then. Luckily the air brakes are still a thing on these vehicles. Okay, so the green speed pads as opposed to... Oh, there we go. So the green speed pads give you a very big instant burst of speed as opposed to the gradual speed increase that the light blue pads offer.
Final lap.
Whoosh. See, I'm not useless all the time. Whee. There we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Lovely. Alright, so for the previous... Oh, here we go. Time trial, of course. Survival, interesting. You have that rush hour thing again, which is an elimination style eliminator race, but rather than whoever is in last place getting eliminated at the end of each lap, it's whoever's in last place has their shields run out faster than whoever is in first. And then we have, underneath that, a standard elimination style race. Right, so we'll try the little go-kart for this one. And we'll put the brightly coloured paint on for this one. There we go. The neon pink and green there. Because I've played Splatoon a couple of times, we'll have that one, why not? Anti-gravity go-kart. You know, that actually looks really fun, and I kind of want one of these now. I haven't even used it for a full event yet, and I already want one of these things. Still handles around about as smoothly as the bike does, a little bit... There's only very slight sort of difference there in the handling, but other than that, it's manageable. Yes, we are definitely making it a goal of the playthrough now of this. At the very least for this little Aster League campaign, we are making it a goal now to get that forklift. Because that I just have to see. Sickly ended up leaving the stream at just the right time, didn't he? He would have had a right laugh about that. Whoosh.
Event complete.
Fun times.
Gold medal awarded.
Alright, let's see. It has just gone 10 o'clock. We have one more introduction race to do. So you know, we're gonna do this introduction race here, and then I think we're gonna call it there for the night, and we'll pick up the rest of the Aster League on Sunday. So we'll do this last one here. Let's see. We'll go back to G-Tech Paint, I think.
Welcome to Alice Mountain. 3, 2, 1, go!
Tried to boost start there. I don't know if I just fell a little bit short, or if these vehicles can't boost start. No, wait, they can. I did on the other race, didn't I? That's just me being terrible, I suppose. Sharp corner there, but the AG go-kart is still handling it quite well. There we go.
Perfect lap. Final lap.
Oh, whoops, clipped the crash barrier there. And then bunny hop along the ground. I'm still not good at trying to control that. And I crossed the line, there we go.
Gold medal awarded.
Lovely. Alright, and that opens up some more of these. Hello, what's this one? This is a different little thing here. Alice Mountain Stunt. What the hell? That's interesting. No AI opponents for this one. I'm trying to read the description there, but it's scrolling down a little bit too quickly. Execute barrels, score as many points as possible before completing all laps, or close to impact, scores bonus points, and then, yeah, again, it scrolls a little bit too fast there. Well, we'll check that one out later on. We're not going to read through it and try and get familiar with it now, because we are going to call it there for the stream. I think we've done the intro races for the Aster League. We've capped off Aftermath. We have a silver medal overall for that. You know what, I'll take that. Yeah, it's been fun so far. Still enjoying it. And we'll call it there for the night. We will pick this up on Sunday again. Looking forward to trying out the rest of the Aster League and seeing what the hell that forklift certification challenge is. There we go. I'll pop myself back in the center of the screen there. Thank you again to everybody who came out for the stream. Even if you stopped along for a little bit and weren't here for the whole thing, it's still nice to have you all here. And yeah, we'll see you again on Sunday, where we will be picking up more BallisticNG and, well, continuing some more with the Aster League, I suppose. Hopefully I'll see you all there again. Until then, take care, and I'll see you later.